especially without that there. But I mean, heck, look at BBL. Nice read, already having 3 members up towards his A site.
Yeah, Maniek moving forwards here, aggressive, but the Headhunter in play. Viper up, comes on out, and it's a headshot, but traded immediately. Both chambers finding one to start this one off. You see, not much of a peel away from BBL here. They just want to defend, but they're getting swarmed. And suddenly TENSTAR in complete control of the area.
Yeah, they're going to keep looking for it. Now for BBL, I mean, 2v4 on the map. They're going to try and find something here. It's only a pistol, but they would have to make miracles work, especially for the side of TENSTAR still having some decent things up.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super confident on the 2v4, I'll be honest. Interlamps they go, but Billy finding that one pretty comfortably. And that'll be kacpi to finish the round off. So TENSTAR, nice little start for themselves. And we said, look, making it through. Still going to be an incredibly strong agent here. But like you say, the Vandal coming on out can be dicey. You know, if Buld does misposition, give that rifle away, it can certainly cause a ruckus. But assuming it's played correctly, should be all gravy.
And we see TENSTAR going incredibly slow, looking for information. I like that they didn't overcommit to B because with BBL being on that eco round, right, we saw them stacking up towards there, but hit comes out.
Instantly, Philu finding the headshot here. Maniek decides to back away from Lamps for the time being. 2 players in Lamps, and they're kind of surrounded. And just going to get swarmed once again, reminding me of round 1 here, but Elite finds a headshot. Traded once again. Philu on point with these headshots so far.
He's been doing great, and once again left in a 2v4 for the side of BBL. Shouldn't really be expected to find too much. And I mean, heck, TENSTAR being so decisive with sending Maniac in to be able to find those initial picks and once again get control of you all.
You know, yeah, feels like they've had complete control. And little jump peek from Brave didn't quite spot his shoulder there, I don't believe. Looks like a fairly fast play towards B here. Is Turko going to be on point here? Goes for a reload, backs away a little bit, but instantly one taken by Brave, but immediately answered with 2 on the other side.
I mean, TENSTAR once again somehow finding it. BBL going to be in a better spot this time than they've been, though. 3v3 on the board, already getting some of that util out. And I mean, looking over at the side of TENSTAR, you still have the Incinerary, you still have 1 Prowler online for Buld, so there's a little bit to play with, but not too much.
3v3 though, this is tense, definitely the closest round so far. 3 players all in elbow for BBL as they start to move on forwards. See QutionerX moving in as Aslan gets 1 to start it off. 2v3 now. krytyq is going to even things up. Buld finds 1 and Aslan turns it into a round with a nice little 3K. And he'll go for the defuse.
The fact that BBL, the fact that TENSTAR were able to find so many kills, despite the fact that this was their bonus, and I mean, hurt the economy of BBL.
Built right can be incredibly impactful, can also be a little underwhelming sometimes. So we'll see if he can pull it off.
I think especially on this map where you've seen a lot of times, you know, plays towards A where like Orbital Strike comes out from Brim into U-Haul and that forces them out to where then the Showstopper can find a lot of value on enemies going for the retreat.
Oh.
But have to wait for that one.
Had to be on stream, didn't it? The second the Observer lands onto him. It happens. It happens to everyone. Even the pros can make mistakes. But much slower round. I feel like the pace has completely changed coming into this 4th round as feels like TENSTAR playing it super slow, going for this default, trying to get as much information, maybe a pick if they can.
Still, you're going to back off. I mean, that could have been a bit of a cheeky play for BBL because Trailblazer didn't look like that. It did spawn out the Brimstone, so I like that they are still playing it slow. But again, look at A. Just not a lot of control coming out in Bath for the side of BBL. It's giving TENSTAR a lot of room to work with. It looks like they're finally going to start angling for this hit with 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yep, 2 players from BBL still obviously on that B site. So now, opportunity only, like you say, 33 seconds left on the clock. The execute has to come now from TENSTAR. And immediately, utility starting to be blasted out. Elite going to hold on as long as he can. The mollies come on through. Spots a player, but can't find the headshot. QutionerX gets onto site here. Aslan with 1. Elite is shutting this down, and I mean, TENSTAR just walking to the shooting range.
Great patience coming out from...
With Brave and Elite stepping in. Very young players, very fresh players, but incredibly talented mechanically. Heard a lot of good things about these players as QutionerX finds the head of Maniek there. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this BBL roster will develop and what we get to see from them over the course of the tournament.
Especially like Kaquka was saying on desk, right? This is a team and org that has just constantly shifted out members. Yeah. So if they can finally find something that works that they can stick with, especially as they are going into franchising next year, I think that's something we can all hope for.
The players terrified every game. Will this be the last one? No, I'm sure they're not. But solid start here to the round. Obviously, TENSTAR. Only with the pistols to work with. They're just going to be looking to do any damage to the economy that they can. But BBL should have this one unlocked. Brave alone here will be flashed out and not going to be able to do much there. Rifle now in hand. As, or it should be. There was a rifle on the floor. Don't know if they got it. Beatriz steps on forward, gets dinked and gets taken down. And Aslan makes short work of that.
Once again, I'll have to play with. And it seems like this time around they are going to look for some aggressive information towards B. Not going to find anything.
Brave just going to get rid of the boombot, then back away out of hookah. QutionerX having that off as well could be crucial through to this round. But 3-2 on the scoreline. I feel like this is the first one where we really have a proper gun round here. Like, there's only one SMG on the board.
Ooh.
And Aslan has just been firing off today. There's a nice little headshot from Elite as well. We said this fresh young player looking to make his mark on the scene and looking good so far today. And, I mean, BBL, they're just a brick wall.
BBL looking so good. Aslan, I mean, 10 just weren't expecting that. You could see Filu was actually trying to get the guiding light ready, not able to do so in time. And Aslan will come out and pick up the third.
So how this was going to go, who was the favorite? Because a lot of people, you know, BBL, a much better known organization, much better known set of players, but then a lot of people saying, you know, TENSTAR, this is a team that have been grinding away, have been cracking hard. So some people believe in that TENSTAR were going to come in hot.
I mean, heck, even BBL coming in, I think there are a lot of questions on what roles the players would fill, right? People like Aslan were playing a lot of controllers the last time we saw BBL, which, I mean, even speaking on that, right, we haven't seen BBL since the last chance qualifier all the way in August, so has been a bit of a while. As now we see Tour de Force. I mean, Kacpi actually going to go down and Aslan just having his day.
He just don't miss. He just don't miss. He's just hitting every single headshot. And, you know, it's one of those things where what else can you say except he's just on point right now. 5v4. TENSTAR once again have to try and make it happen. That's a nice little headshot from Brave as well. And once again, just washing up against the wall. That is BBL, just holding these angles and keeping it safe. Very nice stuff.
And we can see them just really struggling to find a way to get on site. So much utility able to come out from BBL, which is why we see double controller, just the standard, the gold standard, come out onto bind. But now we're going to have to go for a hit on site.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, look, they only have pistols. Because if you let BBL get away with this one, they're going to start to really just rack them up and continue to take control.
Yeah, already going to start looking for information towards short. So getting some, knowing that A site decently open so far. Last pack going to come in, so you all control. And heck, Seeker's going in immediately.
Oh, strike comes on through as well. It's just Elite with a headshot to start us off. Seeker does get destroyed through the smoke, but now the push on through. They need to get the spike down at minimum. That's a good little headshot from Kacpi. And now instant from the corner. Brave finding it there, but goes wide on the final headshot. Buld takes him down. 2v1 now. Buld on the scene. Has to make this round happen for TENSTAR. Needs to find the shots, but Turko shuts him down. BB. Bit of a crossfire going on. But also, an important thing to mention too is that TENSTAR, you know, 6-2 down currently. This is their map pick. That's a scary prospect to be starting your tournament. Remember, this is single elimination. You only get one try here.
Oh, I mean, heck, this is a good start for them, able to find two. And I mean, heck, this is their eco, already able to find two right off the back. Just going to go straight on A site. And the rest of the members of BBL, not even close.
I mean, we said they needed a round. That's one way to fight a round. Get those headshots and get some rifles for yourself. Now we need to see them convert it, though. You do have a reasonable amount of utility still to work with there. Obviously, you can see Buld, still got a Prowler, still has that Seize as well. You've got your Boombot, I mean, you've got your full race setup there, so it's possible that they can make this one happen.
Heck, right, even still in the Showstopper online, so a lot of room to play with. Even should have the Incendiary to go for a post plant. And now we're going to see what BBL are able to do with this op online.
Not a miss that they could really afford, but Turko finding one here. 2v3 now as QutionerX moves on in. Turko gets another one. They tap the spike. And it's going to be a rocket blasted on through. Oh, Turko survives! He's on about 1 HP, but not any longer. Maniek gets it, taps the bomb once again, needs to find the shot. There it is! And the defuse isn't going to be able to come on through. A valiant effort from QutionerX and Turko, but it is finally a third round for TENSTAR.
Those
TENSTAR now, if they lose this round, that loss bonus is gone. They could be in a worse spot than they were already. Like, economically speaking, it maybe would have been better to lose that round if they end up losing this one now. We'll see. Need to see something magical from TENSTAR as they push up B long here. Try and make an exec onto B site. You can see the rotation over from QutionerX. He's got the op in hand. Wants to make some action happen. Orbital strike comes on in. Maniek traded. kacpi gets one as well. TENSTAR with a man advantage pushing onto site here. But QutionerX shuts them down. And Aslan once again with the 3K. Aslan is just unstoppable.
Aslan just popping off this map, but even Turko and Brave, they were the ones who bought time for the rotation to come through from the rest of their members.
Nightfall potentially available. If you do go for that tour de force, try and find a rifle. It's possible to convert around like this.
100%. I mean, Nightfall there as well. We've seen them before. Heck, even looking for the same play that they did on their last eco, right? Yeah. Stacking 2 members towards Bath, trying to see if they can find this opening pick, but not towards Bath. Maniek picking it up in Garden.
I mean, look, if they're going to find this round, that's the way to start it, and they find QutionerX as well. That's an op-down on the floor. But Elite moves forward to deny the play. Great little response from the young player.
Bad timing coming out from Filu, and it started to look like maybe ecos are the rounds where TENSTAR were going to thrive, but, you know, the Cinderella story of the round, not of the game, ended very quickly. I mean, for BBL, it feels like the positioning now just too good. Still a ton of utility online. I mean, once again, you still have a smoke incendiary there, both blast packs. And
also, you've got Aslan on the site with a gun. That alone is enough to stop everything from what we've seen so far today. TENSTAR's opportunity now. They've got sheriffs, they're moving in. Aslan's there, finds one, finds two, and finds actually another 3K. How many rounds could be the moment? Look at this fast execute towards A. Viper's pick comes on through as Elite just forced away from the play and taken down with a headshot. QutionerX, though, takes control of the situation and trades it back. Aslan with yet another one. There is a bomb on into the lamps. Let's see if they can find anything more, but once again, TENSTAR down in numbers, and they've fled.
Now they're already rotating, making their way towards the mid, and going to try and look for a plan on the B site. Filu just staying around, but yeah, should at least be able to guarantee this one going down. I mean, this would be the last round of the half anyway, so got to look for all opportunities that you can. Still being incredibly cautious, though, about members of BBL potentially being in the area.
Yeah, that's a little too cautious, honestly, as now everyone's arrived from BBL, but at least the spike went down. That's the crucial thing. 3v4 here. A single headshot evens this round up. I'll find you. See if they can find it. Look at this. The flank from Filu. He's behind enemy lines. QutionerX there. That's the tour de force down. Guiding light comes on through, and Filu moves forward. There's 2 on the board. Brave, though, and Turko turn it around. And Filu, he got the flank. He's got another headshot. Can he save the round and find a 4 for TENSTAR? The answer is yes.
Great round coming out from Filu. Like you said, the flank, so pivotal. Waiting in Bath for so long to make sure that he can get that round down.
You'd hope this is where they really come alive.
Still, though, we're going to see the options that BBL have just from having that Viper online. You could see, like you always see, right, screen going out through a short, going to set up for them to get some nice control of lamps. And 2 members stacked towards the Bath right now. They're going to look for it.
And it gets one. Elite trades it out. And there's one in the smoke. If he'd just known to click there, it would have been a headshot, but Turko finds him. And so, advantage for BBL.
Spike planted.
Spike goes down as well. 2 players remaining. Oh, it's a nice little headshot from Buld. Maybe enough to do something. Bond gets destroyed, though. Means there just isn't that information there. 2v3. It's definitely winnable. As the guiding line comes through, but Brave finds yet another head. Buld with 1, but Brave finishes it off.
Buld trying to make something work, being a bit cheap.
Make something happen. I want to see where he goes. He's in lamps currently, I believe. Which, you know, that's kind of where you would expect the shorty to go. That or hookah. But we'll see what TENSTAR can do here. Falling dramatically behind in their first game in their map pick, but BBL, I mean, this is the way to start a tournament, right? You're in a single elimination, in a best of 3. You start off this strong on your enemy's map pick. It's not too shabby, is it?
And you're the team that honestly has to show up, that has the expectations, that people want to see do well and make sure that next year in franchising it's competitive. As the push into U-Haul potentially coming out.
Bomb gonna go down.
Spike planted.
Maniek behind enemy lines here. QutionerX steps in and just finds it, but Maniek gets 2. QutionerX and Brave, though, making short work of the round. And I mean, it's as simple as that. When you've got good...
Able to find a bit more info, right? Having that fade, having the chamber there as well, but doesn't seem like they'll do too much.
Doesn't feel like it right now as BBL once again going towards this A site. Certainly liking leaning towards this for the time being. Qtioner just steps up, goes for the aim duel, goes 1 for 1. Not sure if that's necessarily worth it, but I'd say so when you're on the attacking side and getting onto that site. Spike will go down once again.
Spike planted.
And Lyric, I don't want to say it too early, but this is looking like a tough one for TENSTAR.
And they even still have the utility to play the post plant, right? Incendiary online for Brave. We have the Snake Bite online for Elite, so you can see them playing far back, and it's going to be TENSTAR having to commit to try to find these picks, but Turko actually going to be the one to show up, but it is traded.
Fila has been the guiding light for his team, if you will. TENSTAR have been relying on him in these rounds, but Elite finding yet another headshot. The orbital strike comes on through. Don't think there's going to be enough time for Philu, and he realizes it. Just going to grab that gun and leg it on out of there. Try and hold on to a rifle for the next round. It's 11 on the board now for BBL. And you know, if you're a Turkish fan at home, you're going to be happy with the way that this tournament started off.
I mean, BBL looking absolutely phenomenal. And this is one of the matches coming in that, you know, and risk it all on that. So, going to have some guns come out with light armor. Feels like Maniek and Philu especially going to have to do so much having those Vandals online. And once again, I mean, heck, for BBL, they haven't had to change anything up, right? They can look for these hits towards A short constantly, and Aslan once again finding an opening pick.
And again, just so willing to take a duel. There was no flash, there was no utility used there. It was just go in, find that headshot, and manage to get the spike down once again. Maniek, though, playing with the smokes here, trying to move on forwards. This could be huge. They can find the moment, pushing on in. BBL starting to get pushed back on the site here. Aslan has fallen already. Maniek getting one as well. And the numbers advantage is here, but Philu following up as well. But Brave and Qtioner suddenly turned everything around. It was looking so good for TENSTAR. And now suddenly it's all falling apart once again. If they've got it in them, they've got some guns to work with. It's not a perfect buy, it has to be said. But again, they seem to be better without the perfect buy.
Blinded.
This Polish squad trying to find their map pick here. Remember, they did choose to play on bind. It's not looked too pretty for them. 4-12 and a quiet start, a tentative start here in their most important round.
And we said it every time, right? BBL have constantly been hitting towards A. With only needing one round left, they're finally making their way towards B. And TENSTAR have 4 members stacked on the A site. And kacpi not going to be able to get out with the rendezvous, so this will just be a free site for the side of BBL. And now TENSTAR are going to have to look for that retake.
It's absolutely disastrous there, losing your chamber to start the round. Seekers come on through, and BBL just taking them apart. 2 players remain. But as the spike goes down, I think the last little bit of hope for any TENSTAR fans here for map number 1 goes away. 2 players left, krytyq and Buld. 1 player left, just Buld. He does find one with the Bulldog. It is his name, but taken down with a knife from Elite to finish things off. And a beautiful little map there from BBL.
Yeah, I mean, just great overall. Aslan especially just looking so good, finding those open